Hello, everyone. Deborah Poneman here, founder of Yes to Success Seminars, where we provide you with universal knowledge and practical tools to help you live your ultimate life. And speaking of Yes to Success, I have my next 10-week Yes to Success course coming up next week. So, why don't you email me at info@yestosuccess.com and I'll give you some more details. Anyway, at 7 a.m. yesterday morning, Chicago time, I had the honor of being the keynote speaker for the graduation ceremony of the Communiversity of South Africa. You can find them at Communiversity, I know it's a tongue twister, communiversitysa.org on the internet to get a little bit more information of what they're about. But after I finished my speech, I got a text from a friend who had listened in, and the text said, "You have to make this one of your Success Saturdays." So I thought, you know what? She's right. So here it is. And to give you context, this talk was given to young people who lived in some of the poorest communities in the townships with over 50% unemployment, and only a very tiny percentage of people make it out and go to school and create professional careers. And the Communiversity is a program that prepares them to be accepted into college. It gives them the skills they need to write an application, and the skills that they need, just basic skills in math and computers and economics and, just basic skills, because before Communiversity, they were pretty much universally rejected if they even had the thought to apply to college. Anyway, so you get the idea, and here is the short address I offered yesterday morning, and it went like this. It's truly an honor for me to be addressing the Communiversity graduate staff, facilitators, founders, and the proud family members and friends of these very special young people who have completed the Communiversity curriculum and today are being honored for their accomplishment. Graduates, when I first met all of you just 4 short months ago to offer you my Yes to Success program, I knew you were a special group. I know I get excused of saying that every Communiversity group is a special group, but your group was extra special. I still remember the wise things you shared when you raised your hands during my Zoom classes. And I remember the insightful and inspiring answers you wrote in the chat when I asked you probing questions. And of course, I remembered that you even laughed at my jokes, and especially laughed at how I pronounced your names. But I could feel that you were really hearing me when I shared how important it is to have clear goals, to have a vision of who you want to be, that their vision will just magnetize you to it. And how you should never let anyone tell you what you're not capable of doing. Never let anyone stomp on your dreams. In fact, if anyone tries to tell you what you'll never be able to do, use that as an inspiration to make sure that you do it. And just so you know how much I loved your group, I took a screenshot when I was with you in June, and your beautiful faces now are my screensaver on my computer. So even though you're sitting in Cape Town, South Africa, 14,000 kilometers away from the city of Chicago, I get to look at you every day. And I am so proud of you. But more importantly, I know that you are proud of yourselves. Not many people your age and from your circumstances have the motivation and the willingness to take the steps to make a better life for themselves by getting an education, by pursuing a program like Communiversity. And not everyone who begins it makes it through the program, but you stuck with it. You committed to yourself that you wouldn't give up. You did the work, and now you're ready to take the next step in creating a successful life for yourself. Most of you are now going on to college, and I know some of you haven't heard yet from the college of your choice, but as we learned in our masterminds, We always cheer each other on, and we hold the intention that everyone will get their heart's desire or something better. And you now have so many tools from Communiversity that you can take with you into college, including your twice daily transcendental meditation program, which creates the inner foundation, the inner silence, as a basis for your outer success. So please continue to meditate. Meditation for me has been the basis for my own success, and I know it will be for yours. And of course, you have your mastermind groups now, which I hope you continue even after you go your separate ways. Your facilitator, Mr. Wilco, shared with me that you really enjoyed your masterminds, which made me so happy, and that you loved that during each session, you had different people in your group, so you met new friends and formed new relationships, and that he found that you had gone beyond simply sharing the wins you had from the previous week and your goals for the coming week, but you also started offering support and assistance to help fellow classmates in successfully reaching their goals, that you reached out to the members of your group who were struggling with their academics, and you made sure that they were not left behind. And I'm not surprised, because again, you struck me as a group of people who were destined for greatness. And one of the greatest keys to becoming successful is to help others become successful, to care about others, to lift each other up, to do acts of kindness. Because as you sow, so shall you reap. Which brings me to something else that I will never forget about all of you. When I posed the question at the beginning of my class last June, who is it that inspires you? When I asked you to write in the chat, who is it that you looked up to and you wanted to be like, and why? And I thought I was going to see you write Nelson Mandela or Elon Musk, famous South Africans, or the great soccer player, Peter Shalula. How do you say it? Shalulila. Shalulila, or the young, see, I'm really good with names, right? Or the young South African climate activist, Munira Katangoli, or maybe Burma Boy or Master KG, or at least Trevor Noah. But almost every one of you said the person you admire most and wanted to be like was your mother, for her love and caring, or your father, who worked so hard to support your family, or your grandmother or grandfather, who didn't think of themselves, but only about what they could do for others, or your uncle or your auntie who raised you, or your brother or your sister who had been like a parent to you. And I want to say to the families and friends that are here today, your love and support means the world to these young people and has not gone unnoticed or unappreciated. You are their heroes. And graduates, as you go forth, it's up to you now to be the hero of your own life and to use the examples of those who have been an inspiration to you and continue to make them proud. Because one thing I know for sure is that challenges will show up. Life will knock you down, but you need to make the decision to not give up, to not allow yourself to go to that place where you feel like a victim, but instead be a victor. And take into your heart the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again." And again, don't let anyone stomp on your dreams. Don't let anyone else's opinions hold you back. And likewise, don't stomp on anyone else's dreams. Your encouraging words may be just what someone needs to hear to completely change the trajectory of their lives. Do that for each other. Be each other's cheerleaders. And finally, when you have those moments of fear, again, turn to the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not the man who does not feel afraid, but the one who conquers that fear." You've already shown how courageous you are. So now go out and create a great life for yourself. I absolutely know you can do it. Holding you in my heart and sending you great love always from the other side of the world. And that, my friends, was my talk. And to you listening to the Success Saturday, I also say to you, go out and be the hero of your own life. I hold you in my heart and I send you my love.